The first one
This
we
is cool.
recorded, I didn't have my audio on, but we caught it quick. It is May 31st. Um,
Yes, sir.
a lot has happened.
2026.
A lot has happened, and we didn't record when we said we were going to. Figures.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep.
but quick overview. We went to Washington, D.C. Um,
Yes, sir.
that was a fun time. That was my first time at the
Yes.
Capitol. Zach went to Columbia.
Sí,
Um,
señor.
I think like what, a month ago? Like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Dang, 2 weeks ago. Okay.
I
And
got back the 17th.
um, I went to the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum up in Kentucky. And I mean, that's pretty much just the big things that happened recently. Um, but I guess we'll talk about DC first. Um, it was a long drive, bro, and I was
Oh
doing
yeah.
so good on my diet until that day. Oh my goodness.
Let's go ahead and
Uh,
discuss though. So we have been saying ever since we booked it and we got on our our diet, we were gonna be like, all right, we're gonna enjoy DC.
yeah, we might have enjoyed it a little too much.
Oh, we definitely enjoyed it a little too much.
Like the
We
first
got into
day,
the car. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
4,000 calories I ate the first day.
Oh my
But
days.
our first stop was hell, I had to stop at Ingles before and get, I think I got what, 6 muffins? Like the big muffins.
Yeah,
Like
we got
600 calories each.
oh my days.
And then we
Yeah.
found out apple fritters were like 800 or something calories.
Oh my days, yeah. But we didn't get apple fritters though. We didn't get those.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
Oh
Yeah.
my days. But we got there, we had the muffins on the way to DC. And then we got to DC, we settled into our hotel, and then we went walking and we found a pizza place called Wise Guys. You guys got great pizza. And we ordered it was one entire pizza, an extra large, right?
Yeah, and garlic knots.
And we ate almost that entire pizza that night.
I think we
Oh my
did eat.
days.
No, no, maybe we left a slice or two and you took something
Yeah,
back. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this.
yeah.
Um, but man, that was the
Oh
best
my
pizza
days.
I ever had. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I don't like pizza sauce usually, but I was dipping the garlic knot into the pizza sauce, bro. Like it was that good.
What
Um,
kind of pizza? Do you remember what the pizza was that we got?
it's like a chicken
Oh,
barbecue,
chicken parm. It was
chicken
chicken parm.
parm, bro. Yes, that was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time I
yeah.
had it,
Yes. Oof. Yes, sir.
and that it was at like 8 at night or something, or 9. It
Yeah,
was pretty late,
yeah.
but it was great. We got
Um,
to explore a little bit that night. There was a
yeah.
lot of police, a lot of
Yes,
police.
yes, yes, yes. I was kind of shocked. And you would just see people, specifically, I'm going to be discussing. You saw women just walking around by themselves.
Yeah,
And I always understood, like in big cities, like you're not supposed to do that. But I mean, people were just walking around by themselves. They had headphones in their ears. It's like they weren't even paying attention. It was like, oh, okay, this is nice. So
yeah. It's interesting because I felt safer there than I do in Asheville, but I think
yeah,
it's because of the police.
yeah,
Dang, I have a
they have a
bad
strong
list right now,
presence.
bro.
It's okay, bro. It
Got a dry
happens.
mouth, I think.
It happens.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then we went to the hotel, called it a night.
Mm,
The next day we went to the Bible Museum, which is like the main reason why we went up there. Um,
yes.
that was a good time. We seen Wesley Huff and
Yes.
Andrew.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to do the. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you,
No, you're
but we
fine.
didn't get to do the VIP. I don't know if we covered it in the last podcast, but basically there was a VIP opportunity where you paid an upcharge and you were going to be able to walk through the Dead Sea Scrolls with Wesley Huff, um, and the other guy. I don't remember what his name
Andrew
was.
Steiger,
Yeah, him, Andy. But we were not able to get that, but
Andy.
we still got to sit pretty much first row, getting to watch them talk, and it was really interesting. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm still kind of upset about the VIP thing, especially like
Mm.
when we went in there by yourself and how close it was. Like Man, that VIP sold out in like a day though. I
Yeah.
mean, we should have just got it when it was there, but
Hmm.
um,
But
they debuted the episode 3. That was fun. Um,
yeah, that was really cool.
that was a good episode about the Council of Nicaea. Um,
Hmm. And did you have any record or any knowledge of that beforehand?
not to that extent,
Hmm.
a little bit,
Okay.
but
I
not. I
I had
mean,
never heard of it.
I knew like, or I knew what people thought it was, but I still didn't completely get it.
Hmm.
Um, like people think they just came together and like formed the Bible, and I, I mean, oh, there's a Council of Trent too. So no, I'm not. I'm still not very knowledgeable, and I need to go look into it again. Um,
Hmm.
but people think pretty much that they came together and picked and choose what they wanted in the Bible, and um, try to, I don't know, just some weird thing when really it was more like, all right, what are you guys reading? What are we reading? Um,
Hmm.
and just comparing, I believe that's what it was. And then maybe
Yeah.
there were some other gospels that were brought up that people were like, no, that's not. I don't know, man. I need to go back and
Not
look. I'm kind
canon.
of just waffling.
Yeah. I think a lot of people too, they, without knowing what it was, associated that that was the point that they gave Christ divinity.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah.
Um, and I mean, they discussed that in the episode, and it was obviously debunked. But actually, while we were at the museum, we got to see there was like this, what would you call it? Like a tile,
The
not a
first,
portrait, but like a, yeah, it's like this floor set that
okay.
these people made, and it was, it was basically saying this is created to honor Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, so
Saying that Christ is God.
it's a church floor that they found. I don't remember where, but somewhere in the Middle East, and it gives God divinity pretty much in the tiles. It's saying God is, or Jesus is God pretty much. And they have the
Hmm.
actual floor in the museum, which was pretty cool to look at. That's like the
Yes.
oldest artifact depicting Jesus as God, I believe, unless you, or I don't know, something like that. But there's also another thing they showed us that I don't remember if it was in a museum or not, but it was like a graffiti making fun of a child, like someone at
Yes.
school was making fun of him because he was Christian, and it was like a guy being crucified with a donkey head, and it's saying,
Hmm.
I forgot his name, but let's call him Zach. Zach worships his God, and
Hmm.
it's supposed to be Jesus being crucified. So that also
Yeah.
is saying that Jesus was God before the Council of Nicaea.
And just to refer back to the floor, it's called I think it's pronounced Megiddo or Megiddo, the Megiddo
Megiddo.
mosaic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
the floor of one of the world's earliest Christian worship dates or worship sites. And the inscriptions read, "The God-loving Ekeptus has offered the table of God or the table to God Jesus Christ as a memorial."
Hmm.
And it predates the Council of Nicaea by nearly 100 years. So,
And what else did we see? The Dead Sea Scrolls, they had a bunch of, not a bunch, maybe like 8 or to 10 different like
mhm,
original like copies that were in there. It was very dark because they don't want the light to mess it up. And when they
mhm,
even bring them out, bro, they gotta put them, once they put them back, they're in a dark room for like 5 years. Like
yeah,
they're not allowed to be exposed to light. So, um,
mhm,
but it was really cool. I enjoyed it. They had the Book of Enoch in there too, or a page from
yes,
the Book of Enoch. Um,
mhm.
and then they had a bunch of other things. I can't remember too much else that really stuck to mind, but it was definitely worth going to.
Yeah, I would agree. I really enjoyed it.
And then
And
after
then
after we is that pretty much all that happened at the Bible Museum?
I think so, yeah, that was everything. 'Cause that lasted until like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. that day.
Yeah. They had
So
another guy speak. He was a doctor. I can't remember his name, but he was pretty cool.
Dr. Bobby Duke.
Yeah, yeah,
I really enjoyed his talk.
yeah, yeah. I like him. Um,
Hmm.
and then the president or the CEO or whatever of the Bible Museum was there too.
Hmm.
He was a bit of a different character. Like I don't know how to explain it. He was just different, kind of weird, but I mean, he was cool. He's nice. He's very interested.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
what did we do after that? We went to, is that when we went to the Washington Memorial and all
Yeah. We
that?
went to the memorial and yeah, in Lincoln, and we did all that in that afternoon or evening.
Yeah, that was fun. We got a lot of steps in, like 20K. We walked
Yeah.
everywhere from our hotel.
we
Um,
walked. We walked what? I would say. I think we walked like 10 miles over the weekend
no, bro,
or
it was
50.
more than that.
Bro. Oh, like 50. I think 10 or 15 maybe.
I'm thinking like I got 20K steps a day.
So how much is that?
I don't know, but
Let's see.
um, maybe
Let me
maybe you're
check
right.
uh my health and let's go back to that time. Those periods of days,
It's a good idea.
month. We went. Oh, and
My phone isn't
let's.
linked to my Apple Watch. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now we just got a bunch of fucking dead space, but oh well.
Yeah, it's okay. This is for us.
We went March 28th. It's my birthday. That was a good
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Thanks. I can't find it.
It's not. It's not telling me nothing.
Yeah, it's just
It's
telling me the
saying
average that I walked.
yeah for a week.
Yeah. Oh well.
So yeah.
But anyway, we walked a lot, long story short. But it
Yes.
was nice. Good weather. On the second day. It was a bit chilly, I think, in the morning, but
Oof.
in the afternoon it was nice whenever we walked around outside. Um,
Hmm.
what did we do the second day?
The second day we went to the museums.
Yes. Okay, the Aviation Museum and then one more.
Smithsonian.
Oh my, yeah, that museum just pissed me off, bro. I'm not
That
even
was a
gonna
very
lie.
interesting museum.
It just made me upset. Um,
Yeah.
but it was cool. They had some cool things like from Egypt and stuff, but the reason it
Hmm.
made me upset is because all the evolution stuff that they're really trying to push and they're making it out as to like there's no other argument or other things and like this is what it is and this is how we got here. And there's just so many things with evolution that I don't understand how it could be true. And I even thought this
Hmm.
before as a Christian. So I'm not just looking at it from a Christian bias point of view. And there are Christians out there who say there's room for evolution, but I don't think so. And even before Christianity, bro, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
And go ahead and explain evolution because I've had discussions with people that have been like, you as a Christian, you don't believe that that things evolve. Go ahead and explain what you mean by evolution and separate that from adaptation.
Okay. I don't really know how to separate it from adaptation, but I think the idea of evolution is we all started from one microorganism and then we just slowly changed and became different species. Eventually became some kind of like a water animal, like a fish. And then we all evolved from fish to what we are now, like humans, chickens, dinosaurs, like all like what else? Germs. Um, and that we all came from one thing. And the reason that can happen is because of adaptation. I think that's what you're getting into. And we adapt to the different environments we were put in. Um, but also why would we all not? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it just
I
doesn't make
mhm.
sense to me.
So I had a discussion with my mom and my aunt, who are both, I mean, they're both Christians. And I would say that they study the Bible pretty often. And I talk with them about if they believed in evolution, and their understanding of evolution is Darwin's theory, removing God from everything, and kind of what you were saying, how everything comes from a single-celled organism, and then how, over millions and billions of years, we've went from that single-celled organism to tadpoles to, you know, apes to humans to dinosaurs and all that stuff. Um, Whereas adaptation is looked at as okay, over time you're going to adapt to the environment you're in, which is why you see so many different types of,
Bears,
cats,
yeah.
birds, yeah, exactly, frogs, reptiles, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of that separation that I was trying to get you to point
Okay,
out.
yeah, thank you.
Um,
I mean that. I
but yeah,
mean,
that was yeah.
like you can bring that back to the Ark. Like it's just kind of what was brought up at the Ark is, yeah, bears were brought to the Ark, but maybe not a polar bear, a black bear, a brown bear, or whatever, a panda bear. But
Hmm.
like you're saying, adaptation. Um, so they can change. But I guess that's the argument for evolution is that if you do that over millions of years, you'll eventually get a microorganism that evolves into us
Yeah.
with consciousness and everything else. Which
But it only stops with us.
I just
There's
and
only
there's
one person.
nothing yeah there's nothing in between us and a microbe right now. But oh, unless you include the fish and whatever the fuck they think. But I don't. It just doesn't make sense. And then like the thing that just made me laugh the most, bro, while we were in there, is they had this hallway where it had a monkey and then 10 steps between a human, and the way they changed. And I'm just thinking, bro, there is nothing on this earth that even looks close to anything in between this monkey and me. Where are they at?
Hmm.
Why do they? It just doesn't make sense, bro. Why do we still have the monkey and humans, but nothing in between?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah. I don't, I don't get it.
And also,
But I,
how do you explain without a Judeo-Christian view that as to why we are so different than every other animal on this planet, without the idea of we're made in the image of God?
yeah. How do we have what is it? Domain over all these other animals?
Yeah, you can
Is that
call
what
it.
it's called?
That's what Christians would, and
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean
But I
that's
was
what they
saying
would
like,
call it. But I would say we're just a dominant species, and you can call it domain, but I feel like there should be a different term for people who are non-religious. But whatever term you want to use, yeah, we're that. Like we're just
yeah.
different than every other animal.
Hmm. It's funny. And I've been listening to a lot of Alex O'Connor, and he's been having some discussions. I listened to one he had with, is it Richard Hawkins or Richard Dawkins?
Dawkins, I think.
Yeah, Richard Dawkins. And he just, because he's a very big, see, I don't know if they call themselves atheists or secularists, but it's a matter of, him trying to say it does not make sense that there is a God.
How,
And
bro?
if I'm not mistaken, one of the things that he said was, it doesn't make sense because it's too complex.
That
And
is,
it's like wait,
I
but
can't
you're
understand
saying
God,
that
so there's no way he's real. Like, what?
it's like it doesn't make any
Could
sense.
you imagine being God hearing that shit, bro? Like,
Oh my
I
goodness.
would face palm so hard that it might cause a hurricane on the earth.
That's
Like,
crazy.
like, bro,
Oh my goodness. But it's like, what the crap? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I've been listening to a lot, and I know you listened to Alex O'Connor a lot before you even came to Christianity, correct?
yeah,
Yeah, and it's just I listen to a lot of his stuff because he does a very good job at, I guess, weaving the thread or threading the needle between, like, okay, the argument for Christianity and the argument for atheism, however. So um but it's just when it gets down to the, I guess, basics, and I mean, I guess it's because I'm just so in Christ that it's like I don't, it makes no sense how these fundamentals that you see are equal up. But yeah, I'm yapping. So
But yeah, I guess that's we just went on a rabbit hole down the science museum, but it was it was outside of evolution, bro. It was pretty cool, and I think it's worth going to. Um,
mhm,
I forgot what the Smithsonian, um, but they also have like things for the age of the Earth and bro, I guess to kind of I didn't want to do this, but to talk about the Creation Museum for a minute,
mhm,
it is like the museum we're talking about in the Smithsonian, except for it's from a Christian point of view. And they'll literally have plaques there that have the secular view scientifically on a topic like the age of the earth, and then
mhm.
they'll have the Christian view on the age of the earth using science. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels like the most, I'm going to sound very biased in saying this, but it sounds like the most fair thing to do. Um, like
Mhm.
compare them both. But I don't know. I almost feel like mainstream science is a religion in itself,
Yeah.
and they don't like things that go against it, and they try to act like they don't have a bias, but they do. And then
Yes.
they'll pretty much attack Christian and Jewish scientists by saying they're calling them Jewish and Christian scientists, adding
Mhm.
that prefix to
Yeah.
to their
To
work.
the Yeah, degrade their intellectual, whatever you call it.
Right.
Yeah. Put down their expertise. There you go.
There, yeah, exactly. Discredit them.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
I don't get how it can discredit them. You need to look at their work for what it is
Mhm.
and not add. I don't even get how adding that could discredit their work without, like, I don't know, bro. Isn't science about testing things and seeing if what they're saying is true?
Yes.
Instead of just adding this label to discredit everything. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I wish I was smart enough to go do this stuff myself.
Yeah.
But but anyway, um we went to the Space Museum. That was on my bucket list for sure. And when I was there, I almost didn't care for it as much as I thought I would when I got in there, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
What did you think of it?
I honestly, I don't remember anything that I saw there that I was like, wow. So it was just, it was. I'm not gonna say it was disappointing, but it was just one of those things that was like, eh. I've been
Yeah,
there. I could say that I've done it, but it's nothing that stood out to me.
I think the coolest thing in that museum was something that I did not expect, and that was the amount of women that are in space or in like flying history, and it didn't feel
Mhm.
forced, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Like there were a lot of women pioneers and are a lot of women pioneers when it comes to flying and
Mhm.
space. And I've been working on this airport job recently. And there are so many women who were pilots, bro. It is
Mhm.
insane. And not pilots for the big planes, but like because you I don't know why you don't see them as much there, but like the smaller planes, like the military planes and stuff, like they're all over the place, bro. I don't know what it is, but they just have a foothold in
Mhm.
flying. It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
but I do recall those. I guess those pictures, or I guess the what do you call it? Those
Plaques.
Yeah, yeah, sections, plaques, sections, however so. And that was an interesting thing that you pointed out. Sorry, that's all that I had to say about that. I was gonna say something else, but I lost my train of thought.
Oh, and then when we were waiting to go into that museum, bro, that whole Iran thing,
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
that was pretty interesting. Do you want to talk about
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah. Um, I thought it was really cool because uh, I don't even know when did it begin with Iran? Do you remember when? I think it was in the end of February. Um,
Nah, it had to be a little earlier than that. Actually, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I know it happened during Ramadan,
Hmm.
and Ramadan was from the middle of February until the middle of March, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, we were down there, and there was this protest going on, and Dylan and I were like, "Ugh, what's going on here, guys?" And so we went down to check it out, and like there
I'll tell
was
you exactly
there
what I
was
was
a
thinking,
lot
actually.
of people. Go ahead.
What I was thinking was, look at all these fucking libtards out here protesting against Iran and wanting to
Oh yeah.
stand with Iran because they don't want America attacking them. Meanwhile, I've got people I know who are Iranian and they're happy about it. Little did we
Yeah.
know, those are all just Iranians like cheering.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was
I just,
all a bunch of
uh,
Iranian citizens, or I guess they had come
Iranian
from
Americans.
Iran. Yeah, Iranian Americans that had came. I don't know if it was once the Islamic Revolution started over there, but they're basically saying, thank you, Trump, for freeing our country loosely from the regime that has been going on and that has killed so many people and caused so much, you know, injustice over there. But it was really interesting, and we got to speak with some people, and like, oh, really? That's what happened, blah blah blah. And it was really cool too because we asked, like, who was it that was speaking, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, like the ex. So before Iran fell into the Islamic Revolution, they were, I guess, a monarchy, and it was the prince at the time
Hmm.
that was speaking at that protest, and it was kind of like, oh, that's crazy. Um, but it was really interesting. So,
Trying to think of anything else that I mean, it just felt like being in DC, bro. It just felt like being in America, if that makes sense.
hmm,
Like all the
yeah,
different people that were there and all the beautiful architecture of the Capitol. And there's so many different people, bro. Like that's probably the most amount of Asians I've seen in my life was
hmm,
the Capitol. Um, Chinatown, speaking of, is pretty cool too.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
that was nice.
what I'm trying to think of anything else we did. Because it felt like we were just
We
nonstop.
we were. Um, we also went back to Wise Guys the night before we left to get the
Oh, we
same
went to the
pizza.
Mexican restaurant though. We went to a
We
Mexican
did,
restaurant.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Wait, we
That
went to
was pretty cool.
Mexican and then Wise Guys?
No, I don't think we went to Mexican.
Oh, we went to Mexican the night
s-
before.
Yeah,
Uh,
after the museum,
yeah, that was good. The birria
after
egg
the
rolls.
Bible Museum. Oof,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And then it's that Sunday evening we went back to Wise Guys.
It wasn't as good the second time. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened the first time, but man. But I mean, it was still good the second
Yes.
time. Um, and we walked around a lot, bro. Like we got to really explore and feel the city. And
Mhm.
I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess that's it for DC.
Mhm.
Do you want to talk about Colombia?
Yeah. So I was given the opportunity. One of my really good friends here in Greensboro. He's from Colombia. He moved here almost 10 years ago, but he goes back pretty frequently. And this year he invited me to go with him, and so I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we got to go. It was me, him, his fiance, and another friend of ours. Which I mean, we've all been pretty close friends for the past couple of years. Um, but we went. We landed in Bogota, and from Bogota we got a flight to Medellin. But when we landed in Bogota, we didn't realize that our we had a very brief layover. So we had to run the entire Bogota airport in like 15 minutes to catch our flight to get to Medellin. And bro, if you could imagine an entire day of traveling and then you gotta run all the way across an airport, oh my days. That was, and I had to go to the bathroom, so it was a horrible run, bro. Um, but we got onto that flight to Medellin, and that flight was like 40 minutes. It wasn't that long. Um, so we landed in Medellin, and then we got an Uber, and then we got to drive down because when you, I know you've seen Narcos, so you've seen the scenery,
Yeah.
but you go down through, I think it's like the third largest tunnel in the world or something like that. But you go down and then you start to descend on that hill and you see all of Medellin and you see, the mountains, the city, and it's beautiful, bro. You just get down into the heart of it. And we stayed in El Poblado, which is a very big tourist area in Medellin. Um, so yeah, I mean, we were there for 4 days. We got to go to La Comuna 13, which was one of the most violent neighborhoods in Colombia, and I think from the 70s up into the 90s. And it was a thing. I don't even think Pablo Escobar wasn't from there. He was obviously a big guy. He was one of the biggest narcotraficantes in the world. Um, but I think separate from him, La Comuna 13 was very violent. But we got to walk in through there for a day. That was beautiful. Um, and then the next day we went to Watape, which is like this gigantic rock. So we climbed that. It had like 750 steps or 750 stairs up. It was beautiful. And then after that, we got to go on a ferry ride. And that ferry ride is where I sent you the pic. I don't know. I think I sent you those pictures. But
If I
we got to,
remember.
yeah. We were on a boat and we passed by Pablo Escobar's house.
Oh,
Not the, not his big palace one. Not Hacienda Napoli. It was another one. I think it was Maria or something. Melina. I don't know. But it was his second most occupied house after his main one. And that one was really cool. I mean, you could see that it was degrading because I think it's owned by the government now. But that was nice. The food there was great. Every time we went out, I would get jugo natural, so I would get natural juice. And bro, the first 2 nights I was there, I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
what is
But it was
natural
because I was
juice?
it's just freshly made juice.
From what?
Fruits, bro.
Oh, just a combination.
It's just natural. It's they get the fruit and they make the juice from the fruit. And that's what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had that messed up my stomach, but I was like, it's too good to not drink it. They have this one fruit. It's called maracuja. Oof. Every time I went out, I would get jugo de maracuja. Ooh, it was so
What is
good.
that?
I think it's like passion fruit, but I don't think it's the same passion fruit that we have here.
Hmm.
I think it's a
Probably
different
not.
kind altogether.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's a bunch
but it
of
was
fruit and vegetables that look different in different countries.
yeah, um, but delicious.
Goes back
And
to
then
adaptation.
yeah, no, it does actually tropical. But yeah, bro, it was great. So we were in Medellin for 4 days, and then after Medellin, we went to Pereira, Salento, which is where a lot of the coffee farms are in Colombia, called El Eje Cafetero. So we got to go, and it was like this little pueblo. I don't know why it's blinking on me what you would call that in English. But it's like
A
a
town.
little city, I guess. Little town. There you go. Thank you.
Pueblo means town.
Thank you, bro. I'm sorry. But it was like a little town, and I mean, you could go right up the. There's like these little stairs in the back of the town, and you can look out for miles across, the surrounding areas. But while we were there, we got to ride horses to and from a coffee farm. I realized that I'm allergic to horses. I have really bad
What?
horse allergies. Yeah, bro. I was on the horse for the first like 5 minutes. I was good, and then afterwards, I just started to sneeze. My eyes started to water, and I was like, bro, I can't breathe. Actually,
You're
um,
allergic to peanuts and horses?
I'm saying, bro, and animals, all animals, cats, dogs, horses.
Dang, really?
I'm saying, bro, it's so stupid. And I was just sitting there dying, and everyone was laughing. I'm like, man, bro, I'm in Colombia, and this is what's gonna take me out.
At least you ain't
um,
getting stomped in. Hell, I don't know if that'd be more embarrassing than than being
yeah.
allergic.
Oh my goodness. But
You know, it's funny if
we
someone said, if you told somebody, man, a horse about killed me, they'd think that you're getting like trampled or something. Meanwhile, you're just sneezing and coughing.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, I couldn't breathe on the horse. Bro was just walking. Um, but yeah, we went to the coffee farm, sorry. Um, we got to get into a river with the horses. That was pretty cool. And then we came back to the Airbnb. We got to play Colombia's unofficial nation sport, which is called tejo. And basically, what you do is, I guess you can loosely compare it to horseshoes, but you have like a rock that's, it's like 5 or 10 pounds, whoever so, and you have to toss it onto this mud board, and there's explosives in it with
What?
little, yeah,
What do you
bro,
mean
with little
explosives?
paper. I'm saying explosives, dynamite. It's not dynamite, but it's like a small explosive. But like you have to aim for the little triangles that are on it, and if you hit the triangle and you make the explosive, you get a bunch of points. So we did that for a couple hours. That was really fun.
Is it like a pop rock?
Uh, a pop rock. I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know what kind of explosive it was.
I'm talking about, you know, those
Um,
little firework things that you throw on the ground and they just,
oh, it was bigger than that for sure.
oh wow, okay.
It was like a proper explosive, bro.
Wow, okay.
Like if that went off with if that went off with your hand there, you'd lose a couple fingers probably.
What the heck?
But it was fun. I'll recommend it.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Um, yeah. And then after Salento, we went to Bogota. That's where my friends from. We got there. We got to ride public transport. We got a bus, and it was so funny. We gotta get up. We had to get on this really really small bus, and there was a chicken in the back, bro. And it was like,
A chicken?
like it was going crazy, bro. Um, but we got there. It was like a 2 hour ride to where he's from. Um, it's called Chiquinquire. I think that's what it's called, or Chiquinquira. So we stayed there for a night, got to meet some of his family, and then we came back to the main city of Bogota. And yeah, we really just ate because most of the day we were traveling on bus. Um, and traffic in Bogota is crazy. Um, and then yeah, the next day we had to sort out our flight plans because the night before they had canceled our flight without us knowing until 11 p.m. And our flight was supposed to be at 7 a.m. So we were trying to figure that whole thing out. But we made it back safely a week later. So we're here in the States, and that was my trip to Colombia.
What was your favorite part in town?
Uh, I think I would say just because we were there longer and did more things, Medellin. But I really enjoyed getting to go to my friend's name is Brian. Getting to go to Brian's dad's pueblo and getting to meet his family and just kind of see Colombia outside of being a tourist. Because I'm not a big tourist guy, so it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Well, I guess after your trip, I went to Kentucky. Um, we went to this thing called the Ark Encounter. And the Creation Museum, um, I mean, if you really want to, you could spend like 5 to 8 hours at each of them if you really wanted to. I mean, there's a lot there. We went to the Creation Museum the first day we were down there. Um, it was a good time. Um, learned a good bit. I got a bunch of pictures. Um, but the Creation Museum is pretty much like what I said earlier. It is like a scientific museum, also based on the Bible, and it tries to use science in the Bible to prove um, or show how humans came to be created and how the age of the earth is like 6,000 whatever years old and how mainstream science gets a lot of these things incorrectly. And my favorite plaque that I've seen actually, um, I'm gonna pull it up now, but it was about radioactive dating, which is funny because we were talking about that on the way to on the way. When were we talking about that? Was that on the way to DC?
Yes. Yeah.
Carbon dating is what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but anyway, um, so Half-Life dating, they use a bunch of different things. You can use carbon, you can use uranium, potassium, plutonium, etc. And they have different half-lives, and they somehow get an idea of how old the material is based off of the regeneration of the half or of the material, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in this example, it says problems with radioactive dating. It shows, I don't know how they know this. I need to look into this. I didn't like these examples up here, but here's one I do like. In New Zealand, they found wood buried in basalt. The wood showed to be 225 years old. The basalt showed to be 465,000 years old, and is saying the wood and the basalt should be the same age because basalt is
Mm.
made by, I think, cooling of lava or something, right?
I think I don't know, bro.
And
Basalt. Let me see.
I believe it's saying the basalt and the wood should be close to the same age because the basalt was surrounded by the wood in the same layer. And here's another one with it buried under basalt. The wood showed to be 37,000 years old, and the basalt showed to be 36 million years old,
Hmm.
which is obviously a problem. And the way we get I don't know how actually we get the age of the wood, because there's no way that wood had 37,000 rings in it, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be a lot, but that's just one example. Um, and I kind of want to find more, but there's a bunch of things in here that just have arguments for that kind of stuff. Um, and here's another, like it's a fossilized wood of a tree that goes up through a bunch of layers of sediment, and um, it contradicts like what people think, like oh, it took like millions of years for these layers of sediment to develop, but it doesn't explain how this fossilized wood could have been rooted way below and then come up through without like a catastrophic flood. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if this makes sense, I'll send you a picture. Maybe you see what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that was another f cool thing. But then, they had animals and stuff there too. They had like a little zoo. Um, I don't remember why they had a zoo, but it was pretty cool. Oh, these are owned by the same people, the Ark and Creation Museum. Um, the Ark was really
How?
cool. I know you've been there. What were you gonna say?
Yes. How far apart are the two?
Like an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
Um, but the Ark was really cool. I don't know if I would go back there to see the Ark again anytime soon, but it was. I recommend everyone to go to it at least one time. Um, they got they recreated the Ark based off of Leviticus, I believe, with
Hmm.
the same dimensions and everything, and it's huge. It's
Yeah.
massive. Um, and the way they do it is it's like a museum, and first floor it kind of shows you how they could have stored the animals and how this can be realistic to do, and um, what else? Just a bunch of facts about animals and how they would have taken the juvenile animals because they were smaller, obviously, um, and just how they could have taken care of them while they were on the ark for like I don't know how long they were, but a couple months I think, right? Like maybe I don't remember, but they were on the ark
Mm.
for some months. Um, second floor and third floor, it was like an actual like it was like the Creation Museum, but it had other things in there, like what life would have been like um, at that time, the roles of people, and the Ice Age, and just a bunch of random stuff about like science-based things. Oh, another big thing at the Creation Museum was dragons. They had a
Hmm.
bunch of stuff about dragons and how they could be real. Um, Same thing with dinosaurs. I mean, not that how could dinosaurs be real, but dinosaurs on the ark,
Hmm.
um, and etc. Whatever. But anyway, it was a good time. It was a good time, and I recommend everybody to go.
Hmm.
So that was my trip.
Yeah. I I don't know if did they say if they are continuing construction with the arc or if they've finished completely.
I think they're done.
Cause I don't know if I feel like when I went there was just one level, one main level. Or maybe that was just it was all just woven together and I don't remember, bro. It's been a couple of years since I've gone last. But I remember going and being like, okay, this is cool. I don't have to go back though. So but with that, I want because I mean obviously we've got to travel to only one creation museum. But I gave this idea to you a while ago, but obviously it's a lot more expensive and a lot more time consuming and you have to plan it out. But going to some of these places around the world, like we've talked about um the Shroud of Turin, the what is it? The other one that we found that was like the Magdalia, I think that's what it's called.
I don't
Um
even know what you're talking about, to be honest. I can't.
Oh, well, the one that we watched that video where supposedly there was a guy and he went to get a picture of Jesus, but he couldn't paint the picture, so Jesus washed his face with that cloth, and that's what the guy brought back and was like, "This is
Whoa.
proof that Jesus
Is
Christ is divine." But it's different from the Turin, the Shroud of Turin.
I don't remember. I think I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
Okay. Um, but I mean, going to Israel too, I think that would be. I mean, that's the that's where it all began. Um, I think all those would be cool trips to do, but obviously these are
Yeah, I want to go to Israel,
far out.
Jerusalem, um, just like
Jordan too, bro. Jordan, Syria. I mean, those places may be a bit more difficult to go
yeah, I don't know, bro.
to.
I mean, Israel's
But
not good
still,
right now either, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sorry, my chair
Um,
is a bit squeaky.
it's okay. But yeah, those would be really cool to see.
How are you doing on your
Oh,
weight? Actually, what were you about to say?
I was gonna get your opinion on something.
Okay.
So I've spoken to my mom about this. She's the only one that I've mentioned it to. But I wanted to hear your opinion because I've not told you at all. But recently, one of my aunts in Nigeria has passed.
Oh yeah.
Um, may she rest where God has placed her.
Well,
I
whenever you say
deeply
it like
miss.
that, it just makes it sound like she was a bad woman.
She wasn't a bad woman, from my understanding. Um, she was from my understanding she was a woman of God. But of course I don't know her. I didn't know her heart. No one knows the heart of a man except God. But anyway, I wanted to say what you said, but I was like, I don't want to steal your
No, you can
what you
say
said.
it,
So
bro. Say it.
well, what Dylan told me, he was like, well, we know that God is a just God, and she is where it is just, and I really like that. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. But anyway, I have been thinking about traveling to Nigeria for the funeral, and I wanted to hear your thoughts about that.
I don't know, bro. I don't like the idea. I don't like it because for one, everyone's already emotional and
Yeah,
might do something irrational, and it's already sketchy when there isn't high emotion stuff going on. Um, and for two, I mean, when is the funeral, bro? Like, how much time do you even have?
it's at least a month away.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Why so long?
They usually try to plan it to where all the family can make it, and then of course they have to get money for the proper ceremonies and the proper burial,
Did
and
you?
stuff like that.
I think the best thing you could do is just send some money. For one, think about how expensive it is to fly over there.
Yeah,
I think that money would be better used for the funeral.
hmm that's a good point.
I mean, how much would it cost to get out there?
I have no idea. At least 16, 17, probably. Hundred.
$1,600.
Yeah, flight, bro. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, bro, that is literally 2 years worth of average salary in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's true. Ah, it's just a thought though. I've only spoken to my mom about it, and that's it. I've not spoken to anyone else about it, so
That might even be 3 or 4 years of average salary.
it might be, bro. It might be even
Like we
more.
did the math one time. I don't remember how much it was, but uh, man, it was not good.
Yeah,
It was not good. But I think you could pay for the funeral.
yeah.
But this is just my thought. I personally wouldn't go out there with the tension being like it would be. And but I mean, if you really want to go, bro, and you feel like you're being called to go, then why not?
Yeah, true. Monthly salary is roughly $100 to $230
Okay, so
in
it's a
Nigeria.
year's worth of salary.
Yeah, yeah.
So someone working, I don't know how many hours a week they work. Let's say 40, which is probably not 40, but I mean, you're talking about 2,000 hours of work just for you to fly there.
Yeah.
2,000 hours, bro. A
It's
year.
mm, okay. Okay.
I mean, that's
Just wanted to
just
get your thoughts on
perspective,
that.
like I don't, just different, maybe a different perspective than what you thought of. What were you thinking?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what was your mom thinking?
She's not the same. She asked me, "Is it a place that you're allowed to go?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm allowed to go anywhere, ma." But the question is, am I gonna make it back? But she said that she would just be praying about it, and that I'd pray about it. So yeah, I just wanted to get ideas.
Yeah, that's my idea.
or I guess thoughts.
Is pay for the. I wonder how much the funeral would be. It can't be a year's salary.
It's more than that.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more than that, bro. Because I looked it up on Google and it says it's like it ranges from two to some families like 10,000.
A funeral?
Yeah, bro. Because all of the customs and burial and paying for the food and everything
Wait,
like
they're
that.
doing a burial as well?
Yeah, bro. It's a whole because it's all about
But it's a month from now.
it's yeah.
So I don't even know how to say this without sounding like weird, but
How are they
bro,
going to keep her body well?
yes, bro.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. Unless they store it in a place that's very respective to decomposing decomposition. I don't know. But
Yeah,
it's usually like let's see.
I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing.
Yeah.
This is roughly $1,000 to $2,000, and that's for a basic modest funeral.
Yeah.
So how are they going to? That doesn't make sense. What is the average wage, yearly wage in Nigeria? Yeah, like $2,000, $2,500.
Mhm.
And it's inflated because of like oil and tech
Yeah.
is what it's saying. So the medium
Mhm.
typical worker makes $1,000 a year, 700 to 900.
Yeah. That's that's
So
ridiculous.
that means, bro, they're gonna spend someone's the equivalent of 2 years worth of pay for a modest funeral. That does not add up.
I don't understand the competition. And it's also a matter of being because we're Igbo people for Igbo tribe, it's more expensive. I
Hmm.
don't even know how that makes sense. It ranges from 3 to 15 million naira. I don't know what that is in dollars though.
15
But yeah,
million is
so
like a lot of money.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, two
but
to 10,000.
I would just donate, long story short. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna come up with that money, bro.
yeah,
And if someone dies every other year, bro, what are you supposed to do?
I know.
It's gonna be
It's
broke.
crazy. Yeah. But is there anything that you wanted to discuss? Because we need to finish off by 3.
Oh yeah, we've got 7 minutes. Last thing I guess would be about weight goals.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Um, I'm okay. I've not weighed in 2 days, but last I weighed, I was, I think 225 or 226.
Girl!
But I mean, I double scoop creatine every day, so I assume that I'm adding what, seven, around 7 pounds of water weight, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking
So
five
I'm
to
I'm
eight.
I'm in the two teens right now. Um, and I've been doing CrossFit.
Oh
Really
yeah.
enjoy it. I go 5 days a week, and I love it. Did the Murph Challenge, for those who don't know, bro, because I'm proud that I completed it. The Murph Challenge is you do it every Memorial Day. You do a mile run, 100 pull ups, 200 push ups, 300 air squats, finish with another mile run. I went in, I was thinking, okay, I want to do a half Murph. And that's, 50, 100, 200. But I was like, no, I did the entire thing. It was skilled, of course. I did it in sets, not straight through, but I did every single rep. So I'm proud of doing that. But yeah.
Um, so it's probably I just looked it up again. It said the average water weight is about 2 to 4 pounds for creatine, which is what ChatGPT told me. But
I'm still.
um,
I think I'm okay.
I'm calling it 5 pounds because I also
Okay.
am on creatine,
Yeah.
and I feel like part of the reason why I haven't lost too much weight is because I've started taking creatine.
Mhm.
Um, but anyway, I am 215 now with creatine.
Come on.
I started the year at like technically at 239, technically. Well, that's with yeah, so 239-ish, 238. So I'm
Mhm.
down like 29, 28 pounds on the year. Um,
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's big. That's big.
I want to get under, I was gonna say I want to be 200 pounds by the end of Ju the start of July, but I mean that's not gonna happen. It ain't.
Mm. Mhm.
Really, I need to aim for August, but maybe I can. No, it's just
I mean,
not, bro. Just aim for August. I like to be
okay.
200 pounds by August. So, wish me luck.
You've got it. Just gotta stick to it. You started back with your
Muay Thai,
Muay
yes.
Thai, no?
Yes, I love it, bro. I
Good.
just came back. Um, it's been nice being back. Soccer's gonna start back next weekend.
Mm.
Um,
How did your
so
meeting go? Or how did your time go with Byron and Jacob and them?
oh yeah, it was great. We had a good time. Um,
Good.
it was good. I didn't eat great, you know,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it was a good day yesterday.
Good. 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 Good.
Is
Good.
there anything else you want to touch on before we end?
Mm. As of right now, no. I think I'm good, bro. So
Alrighty, well, we got an hour in. We're an hour and 2 minutes in. Um,
yeah.
I don't know if that's like average for what we normally do or not, but it's probably lighter actually.
Oh, for sure. I think we usually do like 2.5 hours. Yeah. Or no?
Uh, I'm looking at the last one. It's like 2 hours, an hour, sorry, an hour and a half. Hour and a half is about our average.
Okay.
This is our fifth one, which is interesting. We've
Okay.
been we started in September 2023.
We took a year's hiatus.
We did. Are you looking at it?
No, I just know we did.
Yeah, we didn't do one in 20. How did we not do one in 2024?
Because that's when we weren't talking, bro.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. That's when we stopped talking. That's when you said that outrageous comment about the Native Americans.
It was not outrageous. Now I
I'm
feel like we.
talking, bro.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well, anyway, I'm about to end this, but we'll be back. I don't. When are we gonna be back?
Oh, I forgot you were still recording. I thought
Yes,
you were
bro.
done.
I am.
I'm sorry.
So now we have to explain the Native Americans, bro. Now we have to. Daddy, what did you say? What did you say, Dad?
Oh no. Nah, bro. You're gonna be like, who are they? Who are they? No,
Yeah,
I'm
they
kidding.
don't even exist anymore. Oh, that's crazy.
We'll introduce Phoenix to him. We'll say, yeah, we're just talking about Phoenix.
Oh, speaking of
We're talking
Phoenix,
about
man,
Uncle.
his dad just passed away, and
Yes, yes, yes,
he's
yes.
he
May his
was
dad
battling
rest. Yes.
cancer, and
Mm-hmm.
he actually lived through cancer, and then he had some kind of weird thing where he had to get a stent in an artery in his leg or something,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow that didn't go well, and but anyway, rest in peace to him, and I
Yeah.
hope Phoenix and his
Sending.
family,
Yeah.
you know.
Much love to Phoenix and his family right now.
Maybe we'll get
Much love.
Phoenix on here one day. That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. We might need to.
And we could explain the situation about the Native Americans.
Bro, I think that should be what we do.
the next time.
That
No,
would
but
be
what when
hilarious.
are we gonna do that?
Do you want to try? I mean, do you want to do the end of August?
Yeah.
That's just one that came to my mind. So
Yeah. Yeah, August will work right before football. Yeah.
okay, okay, there we go.
All right, we'll see you guys then.